them seem to be tall men. I don't wonder why. I want to invite him to the podium. Mr. Glenn Daly. Glenn, come to the podium. Good night, Cudjoe head. Well, what Jermaine did just now, just give me some inspiration, because my good friend Ace came and he talked about God, and Jermaine was so passionate, and nobody knows some politicians better than Jermaine, because Jermaine was with them. And when Jermaine was with them, he got a very bad name. And now that Jermaine moved, everything different. So because I want to calm down Jermaine, I want to tell Jermaine something that I learned a good while ago. And it says that it is God who chooses leaders. Are you hearing me? Do you believe in God? Well, it is God who chooses leaders, so we have no fear. I'm going to read something to you because we start going to church lately, and since I start going to church, I start to feel a bit away, you know? I used to work with Mel Ryan, I never felt like this before, but since I'm around these people, I feel a kind of way. So hear this. Listen carefully. In many religious traditions, the belief that God chooses leaders emphasizes the idea that leadership is a divine calling rather than a human decision. This view suggests that God, in his wisdom and sovereignty, selects individuals to lead his people according to his purposes. This belief is rooted in the idea that God has a plan for humanity and for Montserrat. At certain times, he appoints specific leaders to fulfill his will. And let me say something to you. After this morning, I read this and goosebumps come on my skin. Because it said to me, examples of leaders chosen by God in religious texts. And it says, Paul. It says Paul was chosen as a leader. Paul was chosen as a leader. Paul, in the New Testament, Paul was chosen by God to be an apostle and spread the message of Jesus to the Gentiles. The next person in the example is David. You listening? David is a part of our team. Paul is part of our team. This must be some kind of sign from God. It says King David, was chosen by God through the prophet Samuel. And David is a man who is very kind. And he says, in his heart, God has a central role in Israel's history. And then he speaks about Moses. Moses. In the Bible, God chose Moses to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. And what you just heard me said, the words, the first letters in these words is Paul, is P. The next one is D. And the next one is what? The Bible talks to you people. You understand what God is talking about? So I'm saying to Jermaine, don't worry. Don't worry about people spending $500,000 to buy the election. Don't worry them. $500,000 is to buy the election. Imagine that. But let me tell you something about man. When you hear man spend plenty money and then lose it, you know, a trouble, they feel it. Man feel it. People, we are not going to be fooled by nobody. Tomorrow, tonight, they're going to try to take up people, hold them hostage. They're going to try to hold them hostage because they want them to vote for them in the morning. Tomorrow they're going to try to pay people again. But I'm saying to you, God chooses leaders and we're not worrying. PDM will win this election and they can't stop us. We are going to win this election tomorrow. People, we have gone from community to community. We have spoken to a lot of people and people have explained to us their issues. And if in case that God is not working in our favor, we have these people like Paul, David and Moses, the other Moses in the party. I don't know how we're going to save this country because people are suffering. Not because you don't hear people complaining and begging you for certain things, but people are actually complaining and they're suffering. People are suffering because things are very hard. And some people are saying that they want coalition government. They want to vote 2 there and 2 here and 3 there, but that can't work. That could never work. A coalition cannot work. I've seen ministers who have issues, real issues. Look what PDM do. They said that PDM was saying all kind of things and PDM decided, okay, after Drummonds we take a break for rallies. And we leave them. And you see how the 2 family people fight against each other? You see what happened? MCAP and United is one. They're fighting against each other. And we leave them alone and let them fight. Because PDM is not in fighting. Even though they say that we have problems, we don't have problems. When you go on Facebook, they say how much money people owe them. We do not have problems. PDM is going to win this party. We're going to win this election. Nobody is going to beat us in this election. Because we believe in God and God is going to do the right thing to make sure that everything goes well. In our party, we have some of the best candidates. You can see the passion when people speak. You're not going to see that passion in any other party. Do you agree? Nobody else has that kind of passion. When it comes to real people, people that want to represent people, people that want to help people, that is our party. And that is the reason why we're saying when you go to vote, I'm not going to stay long because the last time when I was on Drummonds, I catch myself, it's 25 minutes I'm speaking. I'm not going to stay long tonight. When it starts to get passionate, things get crazy, you understand? Tonight is about celebration, let's just enjoy ourselves. We're going to celebrate the victory for tomorrow. That is what we're going to do because we're going to win tomorrow. And there is no way that PDM can't win. But PDM must win. So people, when you go to vote tomorrow, make sure you look for the red background. Make sure you make your X inside of the box. We don't want any problems. Make sure that you, if in case you need transportation, call us. We will come and pick you up. Yeah, if you need transportation, you need help to make your X, call us. No feel no way. We'll come and help you. That is it. Because we have to win this election, otherwise once we're dead. If we don't win this election, once we're dead. PDM! PDM!